There comes a moment in life when everything seems to slow down. Not in a dramatic way, no collapse, no explosion, just a quiet pause. You look around and notice others moving ahead, careers accelerating, voices getting louder, lives becoming visible, and meanwhile, yours feels hidden. This is usually the moment people panic. They assume something is wrong, that they are late, behind, forgotten. But Stoicism teaches a harder truth. Not all delay is failure. Marcus Aurelius warned against confusing timing with loss when he wrote, "Do not waste the remainder of your life in thoughts about others when you are not thinking of them in reference to some common good." In other words, comparison distorts judgment, and impatience weakens character. Carl Jung approached this from psychology rather than philosophy. He observed that certain individuals, often those with depth, sensitivity, and potential, are pulled inward before they are allowed to rise outward. Not because they are weak, but because they are unfinished. Jung called this a law of inner timing. Stoicism calls it something simpler: alignment with nature. Nothing in nature rushes its becoming. The oak does not envy the grass. The river does not apologize for its bends. And strength, real strength, is never revealed before it is stable. Seneca captured this restraint perfectly. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. This is where modern thinking misleads us. We are taught to equate visibility with value, movement with meaning, speed with success. The Stoic rejects this illusion. A quiet life is not an empty one. A slower season is not a wasted one, and being unseen is not the same as being unprepared. Sometimes life withdraws you, not to diminish you, but to refine you. This video is not about disappearing from the world. It is about understanding when not to appear. A Stoic understanding of timing, a disciplined withdrawal before strength, the power to walk away without resentment, and the decision to live by purpose rather than visibility. Because what emerges too early collapses, but what emerges in alignment endures. And that is where we begin. Section 1. The Stoic Law of Timing. Stoicism begins where impatience ends. At the acceptance that life unfolds according to its own order. Not your anxiety, not your ambition, not your need to be seen. The Stoics believed to live well was to live in agreement with nature. And nature never reveals anything before it is ready to endure exposure. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself of this discipline daily. Everything happens right on time, just as nature intended. This is not comfort, it is responsibility. Because once you understand timing, you can no longer blame delay on fate. You must ask what within you has not yet been ordered. Most people experience delay as injustice. They push harder, they demand answers, they force doors. The Stoic does none of this. Epictetus was uncompromising. First, learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. In other words, mastery precedes expression. Clarity comes before action. Structure comes before expansion. A slowed season is not asking you to wait, it is asking you to refine. To examine habits that lack discipline. To strengthen judgment that bends under pressure. To stabilize values that change depending on who is watching. Because whatever you carry into visibility will be multiplied there. If your foundation is shallow, exposure will expose it. Seneca warned against premature success for this very reason. Many men are ruined by success before they are ready to carry it. Timing, then, is not random, it is protective. Life withholds advancement until character can support consequence. This is why Stoics do not envy those who rise quickly. They know that speed without structure creates fragility. A delayed life is often a reinforced one. When progress slows, the Stoic does not protest, he adjusts. He orders his inner world so that when movement resumes, it does not destroy him. And this leads to the next phase, the one most people misunderstand. Because when life truly prepares you, it does not accelerate you, it withdraws you.
Section 2. The hidden phase. Stoic withdrawal. Withdrawal is not the same as retreat. Most people hear the word and imagine fear, avoidance, running away from difficulty. The Stoics meant something far more deliberate. There are moments when advancing would only scatter what has not yet been unified. So life removes noise. It reduces contact. It narrows the world, not to punish you, but to concentrate you. Seneca understood this when he wrote, "He who is everywhere is nowhere." A mind constantly exposed loses its edge. A life lived in reaction loses its direction. This is why the hidden phase often feels unsettling. You stop reaching outward. Old conversations lose their appeal. Validation no longer satisfies the way it once did. From a psychological perspective, Carl Jung described this as a descent, a turning inward where the ego loosens its grip and the deeper self begins reorganizing. But Stoicism needs no symbolism to explain it. Marcus Aurelius spoke plainly, "Retire into yourself. The rational mind is sufficient unto itself." This withdrawal is not emptiness, it is recalibration. In silence, you begin to notice what was distorted, where you compromised, where you performed, where you depended on responses instead of principles. And without constant stimulation, the ego protests. It demands movement, it demands reassurance, it demands to be seen. The Stoic does not obey this demand. Epictetus was relentless on this point. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Hidden growth looks unimpressive from the outside, but it is decisive. This phase trains something most people never develop, the ability to exist without audience. You learn to act without applause, to endure without complaint, to measure yourself by inner order rather than external reaction. Jung observed that those who resist this descent often repeat the same patterns indefinitely. They resurface unchanged. The Stoic understands the risk, so he allows the quiet to do its work, because this is not where you disappear. It is where you reclaim the ability to choose what you will no longer participate in. And that choice leads directly to the first Stoic principle: the power not to react, the power not to cling, the power to walk away. Principle 1. The power to walk away. The power to walk away is not dramatic. It does not announce itself. It does not argue, explain, or seek permission. It simply leaves. Most people stay too long, in conversations that drain them, in roles that distort them, in environments that demand self-betrayal. Not because they want to, but because they fear what silence might say about them. Stoicism dismantles that fear. Epictetus was direct. If you wish to be invincible, make sure that no external thing has the power to disturb your inner peace. Walking away is not avoidance, it is boundary. It is the moment you stop negotiating your inner order for external comfort. From the outside, it looks like indifference. From the inside, it is discipline. Carl Jung explained why this matters psychologically. When a person remains where their values are constantly compromised, the psyche fractures. Energy leaks. Resentment accumulates. The Stoic response is clean. You do not convince, you do not defend, you do not linger in spaces that require you to shrink. Marcus Aurelius captured this restraint with precision. You always have the option of not having an opinion. To walk away is to refuse unnecessary reactions, to conserve force, to choose composure over compulsion. This is why the hidden phase trains this principle first. Before you can re-enter the world with strength, you must prove that you can leave it without bitterness. Because anyone can walk away in anger, few can walk away in calm. That calm is power. It signals that your identity no longer depends on being chosen, validated, or understood.
Jung would say this is the ego loosening its grip. The Stoic says it more simply. You are no longer ruled by what you cannot control. And only someone who can walk away without resentment is capable of choosing purpose over visibility. Which brings us to the second principle. Not what you are seen doing, but what you are willing to build, even when no one is watching. Principle 2. Purpose over visibility. Purpose over visibility is one of the hardest Stoic disciplines, because the world rewards what is seen, not what is solid. Attention is loud, validation is addictive, and visibility creates the illusion of progress, even when nothing essential is being built. The Stoics were immune to this illusion. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, yet warned himself, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good." Good to a Stoic never meant impressive, it meant aligned. Purpose is not performance, it is direction. When purpose leads, visibility becomes irrelevant. This is why Stoicism values duty over applause, craft over recognition, internal standards over external reaction. Jung described this shift as individuation, the moment a person stops living according to expectation and begins living according to the self. From a Stoic lens, it is simpler. You stop outsourcing your compass. Seneca warned against this dependence. He who depends on the approval of others has made his happiness a hostage. Purpose frees you from that hostage situation. You stop asking, "Is this admired?" and start asking, "Is this necessary?" You work when no one is watching. You refine when there is no applause. You build structure before seeking exposure. This is why the hidden phase exists. It strips visibility away so purpose can become audible. And when purpose becomes clear, the need to be seen dissolves. Jung noted that people who emerge without this clarity often collapse under attention. Their identity cannot hold the pressure. The Stoic avoids this fate by choosing alignment first. Because when action is rooted in purpose, outcomes no longer destabilize you. You do not rush your return. You do not chase attention. You move when it is time, not when it is loud. And when you do reemerge, it is not because you are seeking the world's approval. It is because your work has reached a point where it can stand on its own. Which brings us to what follows naturally when timing, withdrawal, and purpose align. Emergence without force. Section 3. Emergence and alignment. Listen carefully. This is where most people get it wrong. Emergence does not feel like explosion. It does not arrive with urgency, noise, or drama. Real emergence feels quiet. After all the delay, after the withdrawal, after learning to walk away and choosing purpose over being seen, something shifts. Not outside you, inside you. The Stoics understood this state well. They never described readiness as excitement. They described it as stability. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved, and the raging of the sea still falls asleep around it." Emergence is not movement for its own sake. It is movement without inner resistance. You no longer force outcomes. You no longer chase alignment. You no longer rush visibility. You act, and the action holds. Jung called this synchronicity, the moment when the inner world and outer circumstances begin to reflect one another. From a Stoic perspective, this is simply life responding to a character that has been ordered. When your judgments are disciplined, your boundaries are clear, and your purpose is stable, the world no longer feels hostile or confusing. Opportunities appear, not because you demanded them, but because you were finally capable of carrying them. This is how you know emergence is near. You feel calm where you once felt urgency. You stop explaining your choices. Validation loses its grip. Your decisions become quieter and firmer. Jung observed that people often mistake this calm for stagnation, but the Stoic recognizes it as readiness, because urgency belongs to the unprepared. Stillness belongs to the aligned. And when action finally comes, it does not shake you. You are no longer trying to prove who you are simply expressing it. This is the difference between appearing and arriving, between visibility and presence. And it is why the Stoics never rushed their return to the world. They waited until their inner order could not be disrupted by the outer one.
Final, from stillness to alignment. There is a reason Stoicism never promises speed, because speed reveals nothing. Only alignment does. What you have just heard is not a story about disappearing from life. It is a lesson in when not to appear. Stoicism teaches that respect, meaning, and impact are never chased. They are consequences. Consequences of discipline, of restraint, of choosing purpose when no one is watching. Marcus Aurelius left us with a line that ties everything together. If you do the work that is in front of you, following reason calmly, seriously, and with goodwill, what more do you want? This is the Stoic conclusion. Delay is not denial. Withdrawal is not weakness, and silence is not absence. They are signs that something is being built where no one can interfere. You walk away when something misaligns. You choose purpose over being seen. And when life invites you forward again, you do not rush. You arrive. Not louder, not desperate, but grounded. So here is the question to leave you with. Are you frustrated because life is slow, or because it is asking you to become someone who can carry what you want next? Thank you for watching Stoic Wisdom today. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to reflect and share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more clarity like this, calm, disciplined, and rooted in Stoic wisdom, subscribe to us. Because the world rewards noise, but history is shaped by those who mastered themselves before they stepped forward. Until next time, stay disciplined, stay aligned, stay stoic.